Never seen such absurd thing. Because her husband died early, Rebecca uses cloning technology by copying her husband's genes, get pregnant, then give birth to her husband again, raises as a son when he is young, let him experience mother's love, when grows up, treats him as husband, feels the passions. Such a perverted operation, really make people sick. Friends watching together as a child, Rebecca and Thomas are childhood friends, school together, play together, stick each other every day. Parental consent, classmate blessing, marriage is a natural thing for them. In future, more importantly, when they are young or growing up, the two never quarrel, from the childhood to the adulthood. They just want to prove one thing: perfect love really exists. It is expected their life would be going on happily, but one day the two go to adventure travel. The two are talking and laughing in the car about when planning to have a baby, when passing through no man's land. Rebecca says she wants to go to the bathroom. Just when looking for the spot, sudden a scream. Her head explodes with a bang. She is stunned. It turns out that Thomas wants to get out of the car and smoke, but taken away by a truck, because too sad. Rebecca is in a coma for many days. Lost her love, life is broken, she can't accept the bloody reality, immerses in the grief emotions all day long, whether parents or in-laws tell her to marry another. But Rebecca's obsession is too deep, always holds onto the past and refuses to let go. One day, she sees an ad: gene cloning technology perfectly replicates another self, just need to take the tissue sample. But in order to ensure the success of the technology, must find someone to conceive 10 months and then start a new life. The baby has no memory. Pros and cons, but Rebecca's eyes shine. Seems like her husband is waving to her. Rebecca tells her husband's family, hoping to dig the grave and extract genes, but upon hearing this, they almost explode, thinking Rebecca must be crazy. A day or two, every day, Rebecca says she's going to commit suicide if doesn't get the surgery. Sees Rebecca so persistent, father-in-law's heart is melted, takes out his son's Linago hair and hands it to her. Before leaving, he asks earnestly,
"Have a good think about it. You can still change your mind."
Should clones exist? Because Rebecca misses her husband too much, she comes to the hospital to inject the gene, to make her pregnant, ready to regenerate her husband, wants to be his mother or his wife. Facing with such serious ethical issue, Rebecca doesn't care, because there is only one purpose: let the child be born to be her husband. The idea of perversion is really chilling. Not long, the baby is delivered successfully, and Rebecca still names him Thomas, since he is young. He is different from others, although in the eyes of the child, Mom is beautiful and independent. It's always unspeakably weird. Mom won't let him play with girls, doesn't let him have contact with others, watch him while eating and sleeping, but those eyes clearly don't look like maternal love. Other mothers bathe their children, afraid of getting wet, but Rebecca always do some misleading things. When bathing Thomas, such a small child, how could he think of pervert thing? Simply incomprehensible. Accompany the child to grow up day by day. Inevitable problems gradually arise. Thomas asks her why he doesn't have a father. Rebecca is just perfunctory, explains dad died unexpectedly. She is by his side, asks him not think about anything, in order to help him regain the memory, brings him to the places where she and her husband used to go, while preparing to rekindle relationship. There are more and more gossips around. Some say Thomas is a clone, some say Rebecca is insane, but Rebecca doesn't care, asks him to give up school, takes him to the beach, recall everything in the past with her husband. Looking at the cute kid, Rebecca is sometimes confused, is he her husband or son? Ethical issue hits the heart. When calms down, she always thinks about it, but just can't resist the deep love. Time flies. Thomas grows up soon, tall and likes sports, 8-pack abs, just like her husband before. The more she looks at Thomas, the more satisfied she is, as if the trees harvested the fruits, hesitate again and again, thinking if tells the truth. Unexpectedly, Thomas makes a girlfriend, and brings the girl back home, younger than her, prettier than her. But Rebecca is not happy, just feels jealous, stays alone at night, listening to the sound they make from next door, feels more and more painful, as if her husband brought a woman home. Jealousy is full of her heart. Finally, she makes such a perverted decision, gets into bed before her son wakes up. He thought she's his girlfriend, so he turns around and kisses for a while. But what's weird is that Rebecca doesn't refuse, but a warm response when he is very young. This is normal for him and his mother. Every time he jokes with his mother, there will be a burst of kisses. Now the girlfriend comes to the room at this time, hugs him, warm greeting, and the mother sees this scene in the quilt. There is no joy in the eyes, instead full of resentment. She has long regarded her son as husband. One day, family playing at the beach. Thomas has been playing too far, It's absurd to get into clothes while kissing his mother like crazy. The girlfriend can't understand this scene, angrily turns and leaves, seeing cracks in their relationship. Rebecca knows this is the chance, so at dinner she tells the whole truth. Thomas is a clone of her husband, born entirely to satisfy individual needs. Girlfriend is shocked on the spot. Thomas is sad and helpless, because he has no memory, no love for his mom, only family affection, having a girlfriend and a mother. But happy life has been completely disrupted by this fact, has a big fight with his mother. But when turns to look at this helpless woman, he starts to regret again. Rebecca knows the opportunity has come, lure him into bed step by step, fall into Eden. After that, Rebecca is greatly satisfied. She feels love back, but Thomas' mind is blank. He doesn't know how to live, with what identity, think over and over. Thomas decides to say goodbye to his mother, to find his own life. Rebecca is old, powerless to stop his footsteps, but only watches him go out. Just a few months, she pats her belly with satisfaction, apparently pregnant again. Don't know if the child is a son or a grandson. The impact of the ending screen is too strong. I choose not to continue. Interested audience can go to taste it.